Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at the Twister Fuzz from Analog Alien. Packaged like an old school electro harmonics pedal. That's why I got it. Like, the packaging is what sold it for me. So let's see what you get. You open it up, comes in a little bag. You get a sticker, a bottle of hot sauce. So that's pretty cool, but the question is the fuzz any good? So that's what we're here to find out. I've used it very little. I turned it on to make sure it works. That was about it. So pretty much anything that we're going to be doing now will be a true reaction to this pedal. It comes with you get an in and out, and a stability knob called stab. It comes with its own buffer built in, as well as an on-off switch. I feel like this is probably gonna be not my thing, because there's no tone knob. You can't really set it. You know, it's kind of like it is what it is type fuzz. But there's supposed to be some cool interaction between the in and out, so we're gonna try a few settings out to see how that works, and also you can get a good gated fuzz sound. We'll check that out too, as well as the buffer. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Okay, so we're gonna be using the ESP LTD EC256. We're gonna be going into the EVH on the clean channel, using captor and wall of sound. With the wall of sound, we're using a Laney cab, which is based off of the Tony Iommi cab, because I wanted to get something a little bit more vintage sounding than what I normally go for. The clean tone. All right, in the first setting, we're going to try the stability is about 3/4 of the way up, and the in and out are both at noon. So it's not like an over-the-top fuzz. It's a very classic fuzz. I have a feeling it's kind of, I wonder if it maybe has some fuzz face lineage. Because it rolls off really well. This fuzz definitely likes the neck pickup more than the bridge of this guitar. Start sounding more like a fuzz that way. So let's go ahead and go back to the bridge. All right, so let's leave the out knob at noon, but let's take the input and turn it all the way up. So when you have the input all the way up, you really could roll back to like an overdrive sound. So we're about 1/4 of the way on the input, or 9 o'clock on the dial, however you choose to look at it, and we get this. It's more like an overdrive down here. turn the fuzz off to see where the amp sounds compared to this right now. All right, amp by itself. I'm really digging the Overdrive vibe. All right, so let's keep the input where it is, and we're going to turn up the output. Okay, we got the output all the way up, and there's a lot of noise, so let's see what we got. The only bad thing about that is it introduces so much hiss into the signal when you're full up like that, even rolling off the volume knob. It's just hiss that's going to be there. I almost wish this was a 2-channel pedal because you could really get like a killer, just tight overdrive. Like right there, I forget I'm even playing a fuzz. It's just... Now let's go ahead and turn the buffer on. I didn't really notice any difference cutting it on. We're just going to chug on an E and turn it off and on and see what we get. We're going to back the output off now and start bringing the input back up a little bit. Output's supposed to be roughly around 10 o'clock. That's supposed to be unity. We got the output down to 9 o'clock and the input all the way up. Doesn't really, doesn't seem useful that way to me. Okay, so now we have the input about a little bit past 12, like around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and the output is around 11:30. So let's go ahead and mess with the stability knob. We now have the stability knob at noon, and we get this. All right, now let's take the stability down to 9 o'clock. We should be getting some of that gated fuzz sound now. And we do have the buffer engaged. Let's go ahead and take the buffer off and see what that does with the stability this low. have the buffer off, and the stability is back up to around 3 o'clock on the dot. Go ahead and put a delay on top of that. Hey, we got lucky. We had the delay on the whole time, but the EVH is foot switchable with the effects loop, and I had the effects loop off, but the delay on the whole time. So here we go with the delay on. So yeah, there's not much more to show really. Here it is, the Alien Twister from Analog Alien. The graphic, I just noticed, because I hadn't really paid close attention to it, is it's just like a sticker, like a bubbled up sticker. I don't know if you can see how it's raised up. Anyway, it's just a sticker put on there. So I don't know how well that's going to stand up over time before that sticker starts falling off. I mean, it's a cool pedal. Like, it's not one of the most versatile fuzzes out there, but I mean, it kind of is. Like, it does overdrive, it does fuzz, but your tone is going to be really dependent on what your amp sounds like, because you cannot do any tonal tweaking on here. If you're interested in looking into one of these, you know, you can get them on the used market right now. I see these going for like $100, but I think they're like 200 new, but they don't sell very well in the used market. So you could probably pick one up cheap. And maybe the hot sauce is good. I don't know. I haven't tried it because I'm probably going to sell this because it's a good fuzz, but I don't need it. So if you're in the market for an Analog Twister Alien Fuzz, please hit me up. I have this on reverb right now. Right? I'll see you guys next time.